Tonight, a concerning trend on Minnesota roads has the State Patrol cracking down. We'll tell you how. Plus, planning for masks. That's the message from Itasca County as kids get ready for school. And the continued drought has now forced some areas of Minnesota to restrict water use. We'll tell you where.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke. Thanks for joining us. Minnesota is seeing a startling rise in traffic deaths. Overall, 284 people have lost their lives on Minnesota roads this year. That's a 26% increase over last year. Speeding, not wearing seatbelts, and alcohol have all been major factors. Now, the Minnesota State Patrol has introduced a new effort aimed at driving down those numbers. CBS3's Quinn Gorham rode along with a state trooper today and joins us now to tell us more about this new effort. Quinn.
Well, it's called Maroon Day, and that means every state trooper in northern Minnesota took to the roads today to try and cut down on traffic infractions. They're hoping that can help stop the increasing rise of fatalities we're seeing in the state this year. Their main focus today was on speed enforcement. So far this year, 100 people have died in speed-related crashes on Minnesota roads. That's up from 75 at this time last year. Lieutenant Jason Hansen with the Minnesota State Patrol's Duluth office says with people spending more time at home and less time on the road in the last year, a lot of people got used to driving faster. Now with more congested roadways, he says people aren't slowing down, leading to more crashes. Hansen says it's important to realize that a serious crash can happen to anyone at any time.
People think it's not going to happen to them, and what they need to realize is it's not just them on the roads, it's other people. So if somebody else is doing something, that could impact them as well. So it's not just you, it's everybody else.
Hansen says it's important to realize when you're behind the wheel, you're responsible for the lives of everyone around you. The second leading cause of fatal crashes this year in Minnesota has been alcohol, followed directly by seatbelts. Another cause of death in Minnesota has been texting and driving, which is illegal in the state of Minnesota.
And Quinn, you spent part of the day riding along with a state trooper who was taking part in this effort today. What did you experience during that drive?
That's right. Well, actually, in at least 30 minutes on I-35 right behind me here, we pulled over two cars going at least 15 miles above the speed limit here. One of them actually had a revoked license, but that just goes to show just how common this issue is today.
All right, CBS3's Quinn Gorham reporting live for us tonight. Thank you, Quinn. New data shows the Delta variant is taking its toll on Wisconsin. The number of fully vaccinated people who were hospitalized after testing positive for COVID more than doubled between February and July. In July, the unvaccinated were 3 times as likely to test positive compared to vaccinated Wisconsinites. About 54% of the state's total population is fully vaccinated. School districts in Itasca County say they will strongly recommend mask wearing for their students. As we approach the first day of school, county health leaders held a virtual briefing today. They talked about the decisions schools and families have to make when it comes to everyone's safety. Superintendents like Matt Gross say an important step forward is asking parents to be flexible when it comes to masking. He believes in the end there's going to be criticism over any guidance that's handed down.
We got pushback last year relative to masking for or against. We're getting pushback this year for or against masking. It's something that we've been dealing with, and we'll continue to do that in a respectful way.
Leaders are also excited to have new free COVID-19 testing options this year thanks to the state. However, they're still waiting for more information on what that will look like. A Proctor middle school teacher has been charged with sexually assaulting a former student. Todd Clark made his first court appearance today. The 51-year-old Duluth man is facing 3 felonies, including 2 counts of criminal sexual conduct. According to court documents, the victim came forward last week. She claims Clark touched her inappropriately several years ago when she was 15, mostly while in a car. The victim said the abuse happened multiple times a week over the course of a year. Court documents show Clark texted the victim trying to convince her not to come forward. Clark was previously the Proctor High School basketball coach, but he resigned in 2019. The Proctor superintendent said today they're cooperating with law enforcement's investigation. Well, Peter joins us now for our first check of the weather. Peter, we know that drought is just continuing to get worse and worse as we continue to not get any rain.
Yeah, you know, we're fortunate to see some rain in the 7-day forecast, but it's definitely not enough to put a dent in the current drought situation. Being Thursday, we had the new drought monitor come out today. We still have that area of exceptional drought into the northwestern portion of Minnesota, and that is definitely unprecedented for the state of Minnesota. When we first saw that pop up last week, that was the first time we'd ever seen that in the state. And we also have had extreme as well as severe drought begin to expand its grips on Minnesota. Also in Wisconsin as well as the UP of Michigan, they're doing slightly better down there, but they've also seen the abnormally dry conditions expand over the last week. High temperatures across the region today. Definitely another warm one. 89 in Hibbing, 91 in International Falls, 93 in Big Fork, 90 in Grand Rapids, 91 in Ashland, as well as 87 degrees in Ironwood for the UP of Michigan. You're also probably noticing that humidity with dew points in the mid and upper 60s, so that's noticeable as you're heading out and about for any evening plans. And we currently have the southerly wind in place between 10 and 15 miles per hour, which is ushering in smoke for the northern portions of Lake and Cook County. That's why we have an air quality warning in place until Friday at 3 o'clock. Also tracking a storm threat for Friday. I'll break that down coming up in just a bit. Kristen?
All right, thanks, Peter. The Greenwood wildfire is burning out of control tonight and growing quickly. Forest officials tell us it's 4,300 acres in size near Isabella, and it's 0% contained. Dry, hot conditions have helped fuel the flames and made the lives of firefighters very difficult. There are 145 firefighters and 3 aircraft working around the clock. County, state, and forest roads remain closed. At least 80 homes and cabins have been evacuated. More parts of the forest north and east of the fire have also been closed. And happening now, people have gathered in Finland for a meeting about the Greenwood fire. Here's a live look at that meeting. It's happening at the Wolf Ridge Environmental Learning Center and started just minutes ago. The U.S. Forest Service, Lake County Sheriff, and Incident Commander are expected to address closures, evacuations, and give an update on the fire itself. We will have a full wrap-up of what is discussed at tonight's meeting on the CBS3 News at 10. The Lake County Sheriff says they need housing for some people helping on the front lines of the Greenwood fire. That includes DNR conservation officers and others helping with security who have come from other parts of the state. During the busy tourism season, the sheriff says it's been tough finding housing close enough to where they need to be.
People have stuff that's available for those people to stay, you know, that obviously they're, you know, they'd be compensated for it.
Superior National Forest leaders say many of their firefighters have been staying at Wolf Ridge Environmental Center in Isabella. However, they are not in need of housing at this time. Drought conditions are causing a variety of issues in the Northland. It's now gotten to the point where the Minnesota DNR has put water restrictions in place for parts of the state. CBS 3's meteorologist Alexander Libby explains what that means for you.
Basically, every homeowner should be trying to reduce or almost eliminate their outdoor water use.
Carmelita Nelson is the state water conservation consultant with the Minnesota DNR. She's getting the message out to Minnesotans it's time to conserve water.
Preferably just stop irrigating for now. Your grass will go dormant. That's a natural cycle of the grass, so it doesn't hurt it. It will come back again.
Nelson is asking areas located in the Mississippi, Red, and Rainy River watersheds to reduce their outdoor water use as much as possible. For Minnesota, the big issue is rivers and streams. Leicester River behind me just running to a trickle, but spin the camera 180 degrees, billions of gallons of fresh drinking water.
The benefit that we have with having Lake Superior as our water source is that there are billions of gallons of water in the lake. That's not the same case for, certain river valleys or water basins that are having restrictions right now.
Reps for the city of Duluth say the DNR has not asked the city to reduce water usage. Nelson says if you live near the big lake, you should still be conserving water.
Duluth, the western Lake Superior area, received a notice of warning.
No matter where you live, as dry conditions continue, remember, every drop counts.
Again, the restrictions for now are just for outdoor water usage. Indoor usage like showers and washing are not restricted. Visit Duluth leaders are still deciding whether they'll take an offer from the city, changing the job duties they've held for decades. Earlier this week, the Duluth City Council approved Mayor Emily Larson's plan to hire a Twin Cities-based marketing firm to promote tourism in Duluth. The city will pay Belmont Partners $1.8 million collected from the tourism tax. It's a job Visit Duluth has held for 85 years. Larson has also offered Visit Duluth a $400,000 contract to take on less responsibilities. During last night's meeting, Visit Duluth's board voted to continue their talks with the city before making a final decision. Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, if you have gone camping lately, you may have noticed less mosquito bites on your return. Why this phenomenon is occurring next.
And it is a warm and sunny night in Ashland, 87 degrees right now. But we have some rain and thunderstorms on their way, and those could really drastically drop temperatures for the weekend. We'll take a closer look at that forecast in just a bit.
CBS News Sunday Morning with Jane Pauley on CBS.
At UCare, we get asked, who are our health plans for? Well, we're for people just starting out or retiring, longtime Minnesotans or new arrivals, people who are down to earth, down to business, or up for whatever. We have plans for dog lovers and cat people, individuals and families, butchers, bakers, and you get the idea. Climb aboard. UCare, people-powered health plans.
The 70th anniversary sale continues at Numi Jewelers with the Spinning Wheel Sale for a limited time. Spin the wheel and save up to 40% on a wide selection of jewelry. Numi Jewelers, where true love is guaranteed.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Storm damage happens, and when it does, turn to Peak Construction Roofing, the Northland storm damage experts. Peak simplifies the process for you every step of the way. With our skilled technicians, we quickly survey the situation to determine the best course of action. We offer insurance claims assistance to eliminate insurance confusion. Plus, we offer free storm damage inspections. Call Peak today to set up your free storm damage inspection, and let us take care of you.
It's always a good day for a car wash at Miller Mall Car Wash. But just to be safe, watch Caitlin's Car Wash Forecast. Weekday mornings on CBS3 This Morning with meteorologist Caitlin Moffitt. Sponsored by Miller Mall Car Wash. Only on Live Local CBS3.
Hello, House Guest.
Oh, we're in the Big Brother house!
This competition starts now.
Let's do this.
Like a ninja.
I am just the hot mess express.
I got choked up a little bit.
The pressure is turned up.
Oh, I'm coming in this house to win. I won.
New Big Brother, tonight at 8/7 Central or stream anytime.
I'm so excited.
On CBS.
CBS3 News is brought to you by Fond du Luth Casino.
And welcome back. We have that ever-expanding drought situation across much of the Northland. Still have moderate to severe drought in place for a good majority of us now in Minnesota, as well as that exceptional drought. And for the northwest Wisconsin, as well as the UP of Michigan, they've seen those abnormally dry conditions beginning to expand. So we could definitely use any rain we can get. And there is some rain as well as thunderstorms heading our way for tonight, tomorrow night. But for now, Satellite radar scanning things dry across the region. Mostly clear night out there. It's going to be another night where it's going to be hot as well as humid. Probably not a good night for sleeping once again with those muggy conditions. But there is relief on the way after the storm. Tomorrow ushers in much cooler air. We can time that all out for you right now. So tomorrow, as we're waking up to partly cloudy skies overhead for most of us. You do see those rain showers kind of sporadically dotting the Futurecast map here, but I think this Futurecast model is overdoing it just a little bit. I think as we're for the first portion of the day, and as well as the vast majority of the daytime hours tomorrow, we are dry. That is until about, say, 5, 6 o'clock when we begin to see storms enter the northwestern portion of our area. And those will continuously work their way west as we head towards the evening and overnight hours tomorrow. By about 10 o'clock, you can see it's over, say, International Falls, Big Fork, Grand Rapids, Aitkin, as well as points west. As we head towards about the midnight 1 a.m. hour, that's probably when we begin to see it enter the Twin Ports. And then as we head towards Saturday morning, we begin to see it wind its way out of our region. And there's just some leftover showers on the back end of it. So not all of Saturday is wet. Actually, a good majority of Saturday is probably dry. We'll probably see a little bit of sunshine towards Saturday afternoon. And Sunday looks absolutely gorgeous at this point, with temperatures in the 70s with much cooler air behind it. But for now, we are worried about a severe weather threat. The Storm Prediction Center has put us under a marginal as well as slight risk for the day tomorrow. Biggest threats with these storms being strong or damaging winds, as well as some large hail. And we can't rule out a tornado or two. So something we're going to want to keep an eye on as we head through the rest of the night tonight. Another thing that we're definitely keeping an eye on are those winds for Saturday. They will be gusting up to 30, 35 miles per hour, which is not good news for our fire situation, because we could be talking about rapidly expanding wildfires with winds like that. But first, your forecast for tonight. We do not see those gusty winds tonight. We see winds out of the south between 5 and 10 miles per hour, and temperatures falling back into the upper 60s as well as lower 70s for some. For today, tomorrow, temperatures climb close to the 90-degree mark, but not quite making there for most. Temperatures close to upper 80s for most across the region. And here's how that 7-day forecast shapes up. We have that storm threat for today, tomorrow night. Then we really dry things out quite nicely for Sunday. And then take a look at all of next week. Temperatures in the 70s.
That's what a lot of people have been hoping for. Thank you, Peter. Well, if you've been spending a lot of time outdoors this summer, you might be happy to report a lot fewer mosquito bites. Well, there's a reason for that. CBS 3's Abigail Smith spoke with experts about what is causing a decrease in the mosquito population all across Minnesota.
The summer drought has taken away mosquito mating hubs near stagnant water, making it difficult for mosquitoes and their eggs to survive.
University of Minnesota Duluth professor Tim Craig says mosquitoes thrive in hot weather and lay their eggs near stagnant ponds of water, which Duluth is severely lacking during the drought. Craig says they also cannot survive near rushing water, something we see quite a bit in Duluth because of all the hills. While not as many mosquitoes might be good for the human population, he says mosquitoes are also important for the food chain for a variety of different smaller animals. But even though there's a lack of the insects this year, climate models show a wetter season ahead, which may cause a large development of mosquitoes in years to come.
Some of the climate models predict that we'll have wetter weather here in northern Minnesota, and particularly more big storms that could leave pools of water behind. So those things might increase mosquitoes in the Duluth area.
Craig adds that climate change can also have a big impact. He says more extreme weather can lead to an increase or decrease in mosquito population, depending on how much rain or lack of rain the state gets.
According to a public health study, tick populations are also likely to be negatively impacted by a drought as they depend on high levels of humidity and moisture in the soil. Well, Kelly is here with a look at what's going on in sports. We missed you, Kelly.
Thank you. I missed you guys. And we're back to talk UMD men's hockey because they have their roster set. Plus, Vikings don't quite yet. The latest from training camp ahead of Saturday's preseason game. Sports is next.
Order your 2022 Polaris snowmobile now from Duluth Lawn and Sports.
CBS3 Live Cams, brought to you by KohlerChev.com, now featuring the Kohler Express Deal online buying solution. KohlerChev.com, a better way to buy.
During the Labor Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get up to $700 off Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets, plus a $300 home shopping cart, free delivery, setup, and no money down 6 years special financing. Labor Day Tempur-Pedic savings at Home Sleep Express.
At Lift Pro International, we have custom designed and fabricated lifting, weighing, and rigging solutions for more than 40 years. With a worldwide presence and reputation, we need world-class insurance to match. This is why we trust Cindy of Vernon Insurance to make sure we're fully covered no matter where in the world we're doing business.
Protect your home, vehicle, or business, and your peace of mind. Call Cindy at Vernon Insurance today.
Duluth Casino wants to celebrate your birthday with you all month long. Every day during your birthday month, you can receive up to $30 in club cash as a special birthday bonus.
Did you say every day?
Yes, every day of your birthday month. Stop by the Players Club or log on to FondDuluthCasino.com for all the participation details. We're celebrating your birthday all month long, so you can
have a great time out at Fond du Lac.
We can help you at Ketamine North Infusion Center.
In public safety, we see things that sometimes you can't unsee. After these infusions, everything just kind of turned around and I was able to start enjoying things again.
To learn more, give us a call or visit us online.
Villa Marina Health and Rehabilitation Center is a beautiful one-level facility in Superior, Wisconsin, with 24-hour skilled nursing care. With a 5-star rating by Medicare, you can expect high-quality care. We offer a variety of services, including restorative care after a hospital stay, intensive rehabilitative therapy care after surgery, or long-term care for those who are no longer able to handle the necessities of daily life on their own. To learn more, call or visit Villa Marina Health Center in Superior.
Contact Cloquet Flooring to get a free in-home consultation on any flooring installation. With Mohawk's premium flooring options and over 30 years experience, we can help you make those tough decisions. Give Cloquet Flooring a call or visit us at cloquetflooring.com.
Cloquet Flooring.
We've got new information now explaining why.
Why should ordinary Americans care what's happening here in Ukraine?
Deep divisions remain. Elizabeth, why did they kick you out?
They are expecting public unrest.
Why are they releasing these videos now?
Police are pushing us back.
We found one hell of a story of survival.
That's why you have to do your own research to get to the truth.
Now at Homeworld Rugs, thousands of area rugs will be sold up to 67% off when you take an extra 12% off already discounted prices, plus 3-year special financing. Hundreds of rugs from $77, room-size rugs from $147. The area rug clearance at Homeworld Rugs.
The CBS Evening News with Nora O'Donnell. Weeknights on CBS.
Days remain between now and the start of the UMD men's hockey season, but who the heck is counting? UMD finalized its roster earlier today. Bulldogs will return 21 guys from last year's roster, including 4 graduate students who were granted that extra year of eligibility because of COVID, as well as 4 newcomers, 3 freshmen and grad transfer Casey Gilling from NCHC opponent Miami. The puck drops on My 9 Sports on October 8th. For the first time this season at Amsoil Arena, UMD takes on Bemidji State in the team's home opener. For a full My 9 Sports schedule, you can head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com. Just click on the Sports tab. With the expanded NFL schedule this season, there will only be 2 more preseason games for the Vikings to prepare for their season opener in September. And there are still a good number of question marks in training camp for the Vikings, like who will be filling the 3rd wide receiver spot. New acquisition D.D. Westbrook was a full participant in practice for the first time in 3 weeks as he rehabs a knee injury. KJ Osborne could be the next option at receiver as well. Mike Zimmer says he'd like to see some success out of the offense when they host the Colts on Saturday night.
Like I was talking to Adam Thielen today, and
and he said, it's important that, they go through the pregame routine. You get pumped up to go, and, all the structure of what you're going to get going to the game is important as well. And, I probably should have had him do that last week. They just came and worked out last week, and they didn't go through all the pregame stuff. So, they'll do all that this week, and we'll go from there.
Receiver is not the only spot of uncertainty, though, for the Vikings' first-round draft pick. Christian Darrisaw has yet to be a full participant in practice due to a lingering groin injury. The offensive tackle had another minor procedure done last week, which could keep him out until at least week 1. Rashad Hill has stepped in while Darrisaw has been out. Vikes take on the Colts at home this Saturday in their second preseason game at 7:00 p.m. And it was day 2 of joint practice with the Green Bay Packers and the New York Jets as they approached their preseason game on Saturday. And it got competitive with a shoving match and a tightly contested team period. For one of the Jets quarterbacks, it was even a homecoming. James Morgan is a 2015 graduate. Who knew that would be the word that trips me up? Ashwaubenon of Ashwaubenon High School near Green Bay, where he played quarterback and grew up going to Lambeau Field to watch Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Morgan says he would often come to watch Packers practices as a fan, and today he got to share a moment with Rodgers on the field.
I mean, I think back to like 2 years ago when I was here watching practice in college and picturing being here someday. So to be on the other side of that fence, it was awesome. It's a cool experience. My mom is a tailgate. I think she's got 35 tickets and then some more coming, so she's pretty excited about it.
Kickoff at Lambeau Field is on Saturday afternoon, set for 3:25. Now, Kristen, growing up, you were an avid sports fan. Who do you think would be like your hero that if you got to like play with it like Morgan does?
Well, I'll tell you something. I met Torrey Hunter at a Twins game when I was probably 10 years old, and that was a big deal. In fact, I took a selfie with Torrey Hunter before selfies were a thing with my little, what are those old cameras?
Like flipped it around? Like
not even a flip phone, like a digital camera. Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Well, I know what deep dive into Facebook I'm doing after the show.
Oh, no, it's not on Facebook. It's a printed photo, Kelly.
Okay, well, I'll call Cappy.
What about you? Who's your pick?
It has to be Kevin Garnett.
Oh, that's a good one.
Growing up, watching him Big Ticket, and now he's just so dang funny. He's a fascinating human, so it's got to be.
We got to make it happen. KG, give us a call.
You want to come in studio and do a sit-down and feature with us?
You are more than welcome.
You're more than welcome.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, the tallest bridge in Minnesota has stood nameless for 3 years until today. A dedication ceremony was held today to honor Virginia native and public servant Thomas Rukavina. Rukavina was Minnesota's District 5 state representative for 26 years. Afterwards, he served as a St. Louis County Commissioner until his death in 2019. He was 68 years old. The bridge is now named for him. The state legislature approved renaming the new bridge last summer, but the pandemic postponed those plans. And Peter, it was a warm day, but a beautiful day for that bridge ceremony.
Yeah, just hot temperatures, and those will stick around for the day tomorrow as well. But then we really cool things off after storms wash their way through the region tomorrow night. Then take a look at Saturday, 73 degrees, mostly sunny skies for Sunday as well as 74. And those 70s last through next week.
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you at 10.